the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Tulip and Golf. Now, Kun Tulip, since you talked about the post and how there's like a charges has
There's
been
a
made.
question, so they have to be that they need someone to answer.
And of course, the reporter has to go straight to the Army Chief, General Prayut Chan-o-cha. Now, I don't know if you have seen the way he gave interview. General Prayut is what you call like a macho soldier army chief, So the way he talks sometimes it's just, when you listen to an interview, is very straightforward.
Right.
And at times it's like...
It's like almost scare people off.
Exactly. Like, he's like, come on, people. Well, how could you think that? And stuff. And I guess, the reporters has been asking him like almost every day.
Right.
Since... this whole thing happened.
It just made me think, if they're gonna really do it, would they tell?
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't.
When you go and buy mango and you ask the lady, "Is that sweet?" and she said, "Yes, it is," and then you take it home and it's not sweet.
Well, there are actually some vendor that actually give you an honest answer.
So, maybe they were hoping that the army chief will, but obviously...
But when you're asking about mango and the coup is true.
That's true. All right, let's get back to the coup and away from the mango. The General Prayut Chan-o-cha, of course, once again, have to answer the very same question. I feel really bad for him, but, he got to answer it anyway. So he is once again come out and reassure the public that he will not say a coup. And he said that is a nonsense and is a rumors, and whoever posted it, he would like to know and ask how they came about the information, because obviously it's not going to be him. And he said that at this point, the public needs to be able to differentiate between fact and rumors, because if you can't, obviously it is going to create a lot of problem. And he said that a lot of people became really panicking. And of course, getting all the food and stock it up, so on and so forth, this is not one of the good things. This creates a lot of confusion within the country itself or even outside the country. And he was actually voiced his concern about how there has been a lot of mention about the royal family, especially His Royal Highness, His Majesty the King, about, as well as Her Majesty the Queen, about their residing in Hua Hin area, saying, because some people seem to claim that they're moving away from Bangkok due to the fact that there might be something happen. So General Prayut Chan-o-cha came out and asked people who posted the messages or think that way or creating these rumors that to think again, to do not including the royal family or drag them down into this particular problem, because they're not supposed to be. Now, just to give you the reminder that because today obviously you will see a bit of a movement from the army in terms of moving of armories, the armaments, as well as the tanks. So you will be tanks moving around in town. Don't be panicked. I talked about this already. This is just for the drill that they were supposed to perform, the practices inside Bangkok itself as well as in the provinces. So they are just moving their equipments around. So start today at about 9 to 3 p.m. There would be a movement of a little bit of a tank going from Dusit area, getting on the train station, heading to Kanchanaburi. And once again, on the 9th, at around noon, where there would be a movement going from Kiakai area, from Lopburi, coming to Kiakai area as well as Sanam Pao area. So coming to town on the 9th. Another day to look for is on the 17th. They're coming to Bangkok as well, and the 19th there will be a movement, and the 23rd. So let's just say from today to the 23rd, if you see tanks moving around town, it's not a coup. They are just moving things around. Do not get panicked. Don't just go to the supermarket and start stocking up on food, because the chances are you're not going to be able to eat it all anyway.
Or stock up dry food, because if it's rained so much, you don't have to go out and do more shopping.
Exactly.
Anyway,
right.
Moving on. This is somewhat it's all related situation, just to be, Anyway, we see that the protesters start gathering together on Sunday because they want to show that they oppose the Amnesty Bill that the government put into the deliberation in the House debate. And yesterday, Mr. Warachai, which is Pheu Thai member of parliament, the MP that sponsored the bill, come out and said that definitely not going to pull it out from the deliberation. So, you know.
Yeah.
And but the government decided to set up a committee that will invite, they said, 3 cabinet representatives, 17 from Pheu Thai party, 10 from opposition Democrat party, and 5 from other party, which doesn't say what party yet.
Probably like one of those small parties.
They said it's just to consider the bill by the Pheu Thai MP. But tomorrow it will be on the table for the debate.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Kun Phomphong Noparit came out and say that, well, if you're opposed it, you can voice your concern.
Right.
But the party's resolution is final.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much say that you can say what you want.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's gonna go through the
They're not going to
deliberation.
stop.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're not going to stop you from voice your concern. But you know, that's pretty much it that you can do.
So in relation to that, of course, there's the protester at Lumpini Park. Now we have the name of the core leader of the protester. Name is Mr. Thaigon, to
Right.
be in short. He
I think the only civilians out of the
he's the only civilian out of the other core leaders
Yeah.
that came from various parts of the military, actually. There is a report of how much money they get donated as the funding of the protest, which I don't really think it's related to be reported.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I know.
it's pretty close. It's pretty close to $1 million, just to say. And today, they call themselves People's Army Against Thaksin regime. Today, they said
straightforward.
that they will go to various embassy to submit a letter to explain about their gathering to various important places such as the American Embassy, European Union Embassy, ASEAN Association, and also at the UN, which I'm not sure how the UN, the road around UN is still closed under the ISA.
Right.
So, and we heard about bad traffic enough last night, so I guess it won't be any different now at the moment, especially when the police department announced another 5 roads closed, which I already checked on the map that they announced on Sunday. It's actually repeat the
Right.
12 roads that announced that it will be closed.
Right.
So all the roads around the government house will be definitely closed. So if you around that area, just I guess have to walk on foot or
Right.
something.
And plus, I heard that the police has came out and talked about the potential spot that they might go to.
Right.
And we're talking about various embassies, U.S. embassy, the England, British embassy, as well as Chinese embassy. So if you don't really have anything,
Wireless road.
exactly, do not go to that, area. Apparently, it's not a very good spot.
There was a bit of chaos at the protest site yesterday, though. While one of the corridor was talking on the stage, there is this at first unidentified man just jump on the stage and lock the neck of the speaker.
Out of thousands of people that supported the guy on the stage,
and try to take the mic away, and there's a bunch of people listening to the speech, so they just pull him off the stage. He managed to run across the street, go through the Chulalongkorn
He must have ran pretty
hospital.
fast.
Yes, but he is identified later that he is actually the same guy that went to DSI not too long ago, claimed to be Nen Kam follower.
Seriously?
It's the same one that burned
That
the
burned his own
motorcycle.
motorcycle? I don't get it. Maybe he's asking for justice for Nen Kam or something.
He said because he heard the speech that said really bad things about Prime Minister Yingluck and also Thaksin, and he doesn't like what he heard. So his intention that he just want to get on the stage and explain
I mean, if you
Like
don't-
said he just want to take the mic and explain it.
that's like going to a rock concert and say that you don't like rock music.
Yes. and
Seriously,
you just want to
what do
get
you
on this-
expect?
Anyway,
All right.
he hasn't turned himself in yet, but his friend not friend, a witness, identified him and said he has been in some mental facility
sounded
before.
like it. All right, let's take a short break. We will come back, and of course, Kun Shane will give us a lot more information about this particular case, and so please stay tuned.